Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to English Evening Chats. I'm so happy to be here. And today we are going to be discovering a very deep and important point. Let's dive in. The difference between trying hard or making effort and making effort. Have you ever wondered whether you are trying hard and are really the same thing? I used to think they were. I was working hard, pushing myself, and refusing to give up. I thought that meant I was, but the more I think about it, the more I realize that there is a subtle difference between the two. Trying hard is often about intensity. It is about how much energy you put into something, how long you keep going, and how much you are willing to push yourself. But making an effort feels a little deeper to me. It is about intention. It means choosing to show up, even when you're not sure what the outcome will be and how the outcome will be. And sometimes making an effort doesn't look impressive at all. It can be studying for 20 minutes when you really don't feel like studying. It can be apologizing when your pride tells you. It can be starting again after something didn't work. It can be taking a step back when you realize that you are going in the wrong direction. And I think that's where we sometimes misunderstand. We believe that if something doesn't work, the answer must be to try harder. But what if the problem isn't how hard we are trying? What if it's the direction we are moving in? Imagine you are studying for an exam. You spend hours reading the same pages, repeating the same things, but nothing seems to stay in your mind. You might tell yourself, I just need to study harder. But maybe you don't need more hours. Maybe you need a different method. Maybe you need to take a break, ask for help, or find a way of learning which actually works for you. Life can be like that too. Sometimes we confuse persistence with simply refusing to stop. But persistence doesn't mean doing the same thing forever. Sometimes persistence means having the courage to change your strategy without giving up on your goal. And I think that's a very important direction because there's so much ways to constantly do more, work more, study more, try harder, be better, never stop. But we really ask ourselves whether all this effort is actually taking us somewhere meaningful. There's also a difference between effort and exhaustion. You can be exhausted without being any closer to your goal. And sometimes a quiet and thoughtful effort can be far more valuable than hours of exhausting yourself. So maybe sometimes we shouldn't always ask how much more I can do. Maybe we should ask what is worth to my effort, because our energy is limited, guys. Energy is important and limited. Our intention is limited. And what repeatedly give our energy to in the long run shapes our lives. So if you are working towards something that isn't going the way you hoped, don't immediately tell yourself that you aren't trying so hard enough. Stop for a moment, pause for a moment, look at the direction, Ask yourself what you can learn, what you can change, and perhaps most importantly, is this still something worth pushing? Because sometimes the bravest thing isn't pushing harder. Sometimes it's having the awareness to pause, stop, and begin again differently. Maybe that's the real difference between trying hard and making an effort. Trying hard is about how much you give. Making an effort is about what you choose to give it to. And perhaps that's the end. A meaningful life isn't built by constantly doing more. Maybe it's built by learning where our effort truly belongs. Thank you so much for listening, guys. See you in episode 13.